Hi, it's Donna Robertson with Fabric Cafe. Today we're going to talk about Chenille by the Inch. This is a product that we began our company with back 20 years ago. We manufactured Chenille by the Inch. This is a jumbo pack of chenille. It makes 25 yards of chenille strips. These are the rolls of chenille. They make 7 yards each of the chenille strips. When you open your packages of chenille, you're going to see different size pieces. This is just part of the manufacturing process of chenille. It will give you different sizes of pieces, and we will just use these to package our different items. Whenever you're using these, you will be cutting strips like this as the final process. Let me show you how that works. First, whenever you open the package, you'll see that there is a tearaway stabilizer on the back. You do not need this stabilizer. It is used strictly for manufacturing. You want to start in the middle, give it a little tug, it breaks at the seam line, and then this just pulls off of your packaging. This is a piece where I've already taken the backing off, and we are going to now take the cutting guide. The cutting guide comes singly or in a package like this, the toolkit. You want to take this line and put it on the second stitch line from the edge. You line that up by putting this second stitch line right under that scribe line on the cutting guide. Now you take your rotary cutter and you cut all the way through, and you make strips like this. Now the strips have a stitch line right in the middle, and that is your guide for stitching it to the background. So what we want to do now is go over to the quilt that I've already put the chenille down, and I'll show you how that works. Now after you get all of your strips cut for your chenille, then you're going to apply it to your quilt top. Now what we did on this one is we quilted it first, so if you'll come over here and look a little bit closer, you can see all the quilting stitches already done on the quilt. Then we sewed chenille down like a stitch in the ditch right on top of the quilt. Now the beauty of Chenille by the Inch is that all of the pieces are of manageable size. You just cut a bunch of these up, put them over to one side, and then you begin to sew them to your quilt top. There's no tangling, there's no twisting or turning. They always stay flat for you as you're applying them to your quilt top. Now what we do if we run out of one of these is super simple. So when you're stitching along and you come to the end of a strip, you simply lift your presser foot, slide one of the new pieces under, lower your presser foot, and continue to stitch. You do that so your presser foot is not catching on that little overlap. You just continue to stitch. It's super easy to apply Chenille by the Inch. And then you're going to use the Chenille brush and a spray bottle with water. If you'll put 1 or 2 drops of white vinegar, that's all you need, a couple of drops, into your bottle of water, it will help to break up the sizing so that you can fluff a lot faster. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the spray bottle and we're going to lightly mist it. It does not take very much. Now if you have a couple of children that would like to help you, like grandkids, they just think this is the greatest thing that ever was. Put your brush down, push down, do little circles like that, and you can see how it's beginning to fluff. I quite often will then give it another little mist and brush again just to make sure that everything has fluffed. Now as you do this, it will begin to dry and it'll start getting fuller and fluffier like you see here. It truly does add a lot of oomph to your quilts. Now it takes a jumbo pack of the chenille. This is the jumbo pack. It takes 1 jumbo pack to do a quilt this large. Let me show you how big this quilt is. This particular one is called Patch Happy, and it takes 12 fat quarters to do this whole quilt. It's a really nice size quilt. The kit comes like this, and we sell them on our website as well as at the shows.